In this TikTok ad tutorial, I'll be showing you everything you need to know to run your TikTok ads, from the simple way to do it and the more advanced way to do it, depending on your campaign objectives. So I'm going to be covering everything to do with TikTok ads, from generating more views and engagement towards your profile, or even to drive more traffic towards your website for your business. So whether you're doing e-commerce, dropshipping, or building an online business, or even creating content online to grow your influence, then this video is going to be for you. So step one is going to be to create your TikTok ads account. So head over to getstarted.tiktok.com, click on start now, and enter the rest of your information to finish setting up your account. Now step two is to create your TikTok pixel. Now the way to do this is to head over to the asset section, go to events, and then create pixel. Now pixels are important because they help you track data like conversions and events. Not to mention, you can also create custom audiences for your TikTok ads campaign, so you can easily retarget them for whichever campaign you're running. So with these custom audiences, you can link your own customer files, also app activity, people who have engaged with you, and even website traffic. And the best part is you can also link your own business TikTok account, so you can target your followers and people who have engaged with you in the past, all from your TikTok account. So pixels and custom audiences are great to improve your TikTok ads performance just by optimizing your ads to be shown to the most likely people who are going to be interacting and taking action. Now, if you want to learn more on how to create your TikTok pixel the right way, or even create your custom audiences, we have 2 dedicated videos in the description down below. They're really short and they just break down everything you need to know about the pixel, as well as everything you need to know about the custom audience. Now, once you've completed step 1 and step 2, you're pretty much good to go to start running your TikTok ads campaign. Now, we're going to go ahead and create ours right now. And like I mentioned at the start of this video, there are 2 ways you can do it. Number 1 is going to be the simplified method. And then the second one is going to be the custom one, which is a little bit more advanced, but I'm also going to be breaking it down. So be sure to check the video timestamp so you can click to whichever place you want to go. And also remember to save this video, because what's going to be happening is if you ever want to go back to a section, you'll have the video saved and you'll easily be able to rewatch it. So let's jump right into it and start creating our first TikTok ads campaign. So as you can see, we're now on the ads manager on the dashboard. So to start creating our first campaign, we're going to head over to the campaign section, and then we're going to create a new ad. Now from here, you'll see that you have 2 options, a simplified mode or a custom mode. Now for the purposes of this video, we're going to start off with the simplified video. And if you want to skip to the custom mode, which is the more advanced one, then skip over to that section to watch that part of the video. So once we've clicked on the simplified mode, you can see we have a few advertising goals. So you have the traffic, you have the community interactions, lead gen, and then website conversions. So these 3 sections right here are more towards your online activity. So if you have an online business, then this is the options that you would select. Now this one is for community interaction. So this is linked towards your TikTok account. So if you want to add more ads onto your TikTok account to generate more views and engagement, or even followers, then this is the section that you will do. So we're going to be covering both sections in this video. So in the simplified mode, we're just going to do community interaction. So that means we can get more views, more profile visits, and more followers. And in the custom one, we're going to create a traffic one or website conversion, so you can start generating more website traffic or conversions towards your website and generate more sales. So in the simplified mode, we're going to select community interactions, and then we're going to press continue. Now, if you're familiar with Instagram, Facebook, or even Google Ads, then this setup is fairly straightforward because it's very similar. So you'll start off with your location, then your audience type, demographic, and interests. And then because we're doing community interactions, where do you want your ads to show? It's only going to have TikTok. So we're going to start off by adding our location. So we're in the UK, so UK is automatically applied. You can also select any of these other countries. So for example, if we wanted to target France, Germany, or even specific cities and towns in Germany, you can select the following. So go ahead and enter in whichever locations you want to add. And then for the audiences, because we're doing a simplified one, we're going to let TikTok automatically just create our audience for us, just to make it simple, so we don't actually have to do the demographic or the interest. But again, if you did want to make a simple custom ad, then go ahead and choose your gender, your age limit, your language, and then your interests. Now, the good thing about interests is that you can include people with any of the following interests. And then in this section, you can include people who have carried out certain actions. For instance, watched to the end of the video, liked it, commented, shared. And then you can also define what videos they've interacted with. So here you can see you've got a huge list. You can even type in whatever you want. So if you're in nature and animals, you can select that, and then select pets, farm animals, etc. So again, because we're doing a simplified one, we're going to let the automatic audience do its thing. And then from here, we're going to go ahead and press continue. We now want to set our audience or our advertising goal. So get more followers or get more profile visits. So select whichever one you want, then enter in your daily budget, or you can also set a lifetime budget. So lifetime is 140, but don't worry, you can select your start and end time. So if you didn't want to spend that much money, you could make your end date really far ahead. So it'll spend less of your budget throughout every single day. We're just going to do a simple one and do £10 as a daily budget. You can do set your start and end dates, or start now with no end dates. Once you've done that, go ahead and press continue. And now for the final stage, we're going to create our ad. So as you can see in the create ad section, you can see I've already got existing TikTok videos. And this is because my TikTok account is linked to my TikTok ads manager. Now, if you haven't done this already, all you have to do is head over to your icon right here. Click on user settings. It will then take you to this page. And then on the first section, personal info, you just want to link your TikTok account. So here you can see we've got wolfio.net. If I quickly show you this account, you can see that the videos right here, all the videos we have on our TikTok account, and you can see that the videos again are the exact same ones here. So you can either click on show all if you can't see the one that you're looking for, and then you can select whichever one you want. And of course, if you have a separate video that you just want to add, you can upload it in here. So for the purposes of this, then we can just select whichever ad we want. Now, because it is extracting it from your TikTok account, you can't change your display name, but you can add a call to action. So because this is taking you straight to your TikTok page, then you can just select the following, which makes more sense. So for example, we could do view now or read more, and then that will take you to the TikTok account. And then once you finish and once you're happy with this, then you can just click on the publish button, and then your TikTok ad is going to be created. And now you're going to start generating more views, more interactions, more profile visits, and hopefully lead to more followers. You can see right here, congratulations, your ad's been created, and it's now going to actually start commencing and running ads. It might take a few minutes, because you can see if we go to the ad group or the ad, it says not delivering. That's just because it's in review. But typically with community interactions, the process to actually get this approved takes only about 10 minutes or so. So in about 10 minutes, your ads will start running. Now, make sure you actually pay attention and check your TikTok ads account on a regular basis, because you might notice it's spending a lot of money really rapidly if you've put a large budget. So just be aware of that, and just make sure that you're not spending a bunch of money for no reason, and make sure that the ads that you're creating make sense. But now I've shown you how to create the simplified one, I'm now going to show you how to create a custom ad. So click back on the campaign and then click on create. Now you can see we're on the same page again. So this time we're going to select custom mode, and now you're going to see you're going to have full control. It's going to look a little bit more complicated, but again, you can see you have a little bit more options when it comes to the objective campaign. So you have reach, traffic, video views, lead gen, community interactions, app promo, and then website conversions. So for the purposes of this, you could select two options depending, it all depends on you, to be completely honest. But website traffic, if you want to bring more website views to your website or more people to your website, you could select that. But if you have a lead magnet or you have something you want to sell and you want to create more conversions, then you'd select website conversions. So I think this one will do pretty well. And so we're going to select the website conversions. Once we've done that, we can head over to the settings. We can give it a name. My campaign is going to be orientated around a 100K course blueprint lead magnet. So essentially what we want is to generate more conversions to people actually signing up to a lead magnet. You will then be entered into an email sequence, and we can nurture that relationship and then eventually down the line sell them our 100K course. So once you've done that, you have the option to do a split test, set a campaign budget optimization, and also set your campaign budget overall. So here again, select the following, whichever applies to you best. So £50. And then once you've done that, you can go ahead and press continue. So now you're on step 2 of the ad creation process, which is setting up your ad group. Now be aware that you can create as many ad groups as you like within your campaign. So this is just going to be the first one, but if you wanted to create a new one, once you've created a campaign, we can go ahead and create a new one for a different objective. So in the ad group, what we're going to be able to do is actually define all of our settings. So our website, our placements, our creative type, as well as our targeting, our budget and schedule, and then the bidding and optimization. So start off with giving your ad group a name, just so if you want to create multiple ad groups, you know which one they are. So again, 100K lead magnet blueprint. Now for the actual tracking or where we want the destination to go, you could do a TikTok instant page or your external website. Now for the external website, you need to link your TikTok. And remember, if you haven't watched that video, check it out in the description down below. If we head over to assets and then events, you can see that I already have a TikTok pixel linked to the lead magnet, which I spoke about. So this pixel is linked to this opt-in page as well as this thank you page. So here you can see this is the opt-in page. You can see that we've got the pixel in here. And then on the thank you page, once again, we've got the pixel linked inside of there. So once you've done that, you can select your TikTok pixel. Again, watch the pixel video if you want a more in-depth tutorial on creating your pixel. And then your optimization, you just want to select the event, view content, and then once you've done that, you can head over to placements. So placement, you can do automatic placement or select your own placement. I'd always advise to do select placement and just remove both of these because we want to be targeting people purely on TikTok and not the newsfeed app series or the Pangle app. So make sure you're on TikTok, check the advanced section, and you can tick both of these on if you like. I like to have them ticked on. And then for the creative type, you can have an automated creative optimization. So if we check that, you can see it will create multiple combination of creative ads, including videos and ad text. Ad delivery will be automated to show your audience the combinations that can maximize your results. So again, this is completely up to you. If you want to learn more, click on this button. I'm going to leave it off and I'm going to continue with the targeting. So again, automatic or custom targeting. This is the same thing when we did the simplified creation of the ad. So you can select whatever languages. So we're just going to do English and then locations. You can add whatever locations you want. So we can leave it as just UK. The ages, we can do 18, 25, 34, 45 and 50 plus. We don't want to be targeting people from 13 to 17 because we're trying to convert and make sales, and people in this age typically don't have the funds to do that. Household incomes, select whichever apply to you, but because we're in the UK, I don't think this does apply to us because they don't have that data. And then for your audience, you can create your own custom audience. So because we created our TikTok pixel as well as our custom audiences, you can see that we have custom audiences. So we can include these people because they've interacted with our TikTok account. But again, if you wanted to exclude the 2-second views, then again, we can click the 2-second view. So it's just doing our follower audience as well as 6-second views inside of our TikTok ads. All right, so now for the most interesting and funnest part are the interests and behaviors. So essentially with this section, you can be as specific or as narrow as you want. I think, of course, if you're trying to get conversions and sales, you do want to be a little bit more on that specific side. So you're targeting the correct people. But here you can see right off the bat, we have to reach more relevant users, try these 16 interests and behaviors. So if we go ahead and check them out, we can see that we've got this. Now, to be honest, most of the time they're not very helpful, but it is good just to have it. So you can actually select the ones that you want. So of course we don't want dance or sci-fi, fishing, any of this. That one looks good. Hidden objects, we don't want that either. That one, training, that could work. Business, finance, culture, we can get rid of that one. And that, we can go ahead and apply those. So it's entered in some of them for us already. Now you can see that it's all specific to this section right here. So again, you would go ahead and enter in all of your interests. So general interests and then you have purchase interest, you can check that out. And again, they've got a huge category of things that you can select from, and you can also type stuff in. So if we do marketing, let's see if anything comes up. So marketing and advertising, we can add that. So go ahead and select whichever ones you want. Once you've done that, you move down to people who've carried out the following actions or interactions. So you can set it to 7 days or 15 days. I think 7 days is always the best because it's the most active people, and it means that they're consistently, or they have looked at content related to your interests in the last 7 days. So again, that really does depend if you want to be a little bit more narrow or you want to be a bit more specific. So once you've done that, you can finish off with the interactions of creators. So if they followed or viewed the profile, I think view profile is good enough. And then you can also niche down even further. So we could do business. So we could check through all of these categories and then select whichever best applies to us. So maybe technology and education. So let's do technology just for the purpose of this video. And then hashtags, you can go ahead and enter in whichever hashtags you want. So marketing, you'll see that a list of hashtags come up. Unfortunately, you can't enter in specific hashtags. They need to come up in this search box. So marketing tips can work, and then you'll follow through and add as many as you want. And essentially you want to aim to get this to either balanced or very specific. So I'm going to have to go through all of this and make it a little bit more specific because at the moment it's too narrow. So I'm going to go ahead and do this right now. So if we type in marketing, you can see that we've got a bunch of options right here. So just select the best ones which apply to you. I'm just going to select a bunch of marketing ones right now, just so we can get the audience up a bit more. And then you can also do social media marketing. You can see that it then gives you more similar interests. So just apply the ones that appeal to you. And then you can just keep getting a bigger and bigger audience. Now you can see that our audience is balanced, which is pretty good. Again, make it as specific or as narrow as you want, but you just want to make sure that it's at least in the balance section. And then from here, you can then finish off and do your devices. So if you just want to target iOS or Android, you can do that, as well as the connection type. I like to leave it as Wi-Fi or 5G, just means that they're actually going to be able to opt in because they have good connection. You can also select target expansion. So essentially TikTok will expand your targeting. So if you want to do that, you can do that and then select the options below. And finally, you have your budget. We set this previously. You can see we've got a £50 daily budget. You can have it as all day, or you can select specific times in the day. So if you only wanted to do 6 till 7, you can do that on a Monday. And on Wednesday, if you just wanted to do 12 till 8, do that. Once you're happy, you're pretty much good to go. You now just have to do your optimization budget. Just leave that as it is. I think lowest cost is always the best. And then finally go to next, and now we're going to create our TikTok ad. So again, here you can either use your TikTok Spark ads. So if you've linked your account to TikTok ads, then you can activate this. It'll then select your TikTok account, or you can use an authorized account or post. Then what you can do is select the TikTok post. You'll then have your whole library of TikTok videos, which you can select. Press confirm, and then your video is done. If you did want to create your own unrelated post from TikTok, then what you'll do is deactivate this, and then you can select single video or collection ads. And you can also enter a display name, so you can just enter your website or whatever it is. But just for the purpose of this, I think it would be easier just to use a Spark ads. But again, upload your video, add your text, do your interactive types, and then you want to link your website. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Spark ad. We're then going to keep that video selected. And then what you can do is enter your website URL. So this is the lead magnet we wanted to target. So we're going to paste that in right here. We know that there are pixels on here already because, as we can see, pixels are active right here. And from here, you can keep it as dynamic call to action. So this will use different variations that you've set. We can leave it as standard, so learn more or sign up. So because this is a lead magnet, let's go ahead and do maybe get now. Is there a get now? Just sign up, that works. And finally, you have your tracking, which is optional. You remember that we already had our TikTok pixels selected, so we don't have to do anything. And then you can also add your own third-party tracking option, so UTM, all of that sort of stuff. If you know what that is, then you can input this here. And once you're done, press submit, and then your TikTok ad is all good to go. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Again, we covered the custom audiences, TikTok Pixel, creating your account, as well as creating a simplified, as well as a custom TikTok ads. I hope this video did help you out, and if it did, smash that like button and subscribe if you haven't already.